Look, I've been tracking this draft like a package that's been out for delivery for months. Pick 25, Chicago Bears, 4 outcomes. If Ryan Poles gets any of these right, we're talking about a Bears team that is legitimately dangerous in 2026. Welcome to Mailbox Sports. Let's get into it. All right, so before we get into these 4 names, let me set the table real quick because context matters. Chicago Bears finished this past season with only 35 sacks. That's tied for 22nd in the league. Their pressure rate, 28%. That's 30 in the entire NFL. Montez Sweat had 10 of those sacks, basically by himself. After that, it drops off hard. And then on the back end, no starting safety from last year is coming back. That position is wide open. So Ryan Poles has got 2 massive needs walking into this draft. Safety and pass rusher. And he's sitting at pick 25. Now here's where it gets interesting. Because depending on who's on the board when Chicago was on the clock, these 4 outcomes range from really good to absolutely wild. Outcome number 1, and I'm going to be real with you. This might be the safest pick Ryan Poles can make at 25. Emmanuel McNeill Warren, safety out of Toledo. Now, before you hit me with the Toledo question, hold on. This dude grades out as a top 30 talent in this entire draft. The Athletic had him going to the Bears at pick 25 in their latest mock. Some boards have him ranked as the number 1 safety in this class. 6'3", 209 pounds. He is a hybrid safety who can play in the box, play deep, and match up in the slot. That is a versatile chess piece that Ben Johnson and his defensive staff will love. He's an elite zone reader. He anticipates throws before the quarterback even releases the ball. He closes space like a man on a mission. And he is a willing run defender. For the Bears, who have no returning safety starter from last year, this fills an immediate need. Day 1 starter, no development curve. Just plug him in and let him eat. If McNeill Warren is on the board at 25, Poles better not overthink this one. Drop it in the comments. Are you riding with McNeill Warren at 25, or do you want Poles to go a different direction? All right, outcome number 2. And this one is for everyone who said the Bears have to get another pass rusher, Zion Young, edge rusher. Mel Kiper Jr. at ESPN has been vocal about this one. With the Bears unable to make that Max Crosby trade work, Kiper goes straight to Young as the fix. And the stats back it up. 6.5 sacks, 46 pressures, 16.5 tackles for loss. First team all SEC. This man was dominant. Scouting reports describe him as playing with power and a full go motor. That is the kind of guy you want lining up next to Montez Sweat. Because right now, Sweat is doing this almost alone. And that is not sustainable. Think about what this does for this defense. You now have a legitimate 1-2 edge punch. Offensive coordinators are going to have to account for both of them. That opens up lanes for Gervon Dexter and Grady Jarrett. On the inside, the whole defense gets better because of 1 pick. Chicago hasn't used a first-round pick on an edge rusher in a long time. If Young is on the board at 25, humbly run to the podium Ryan Poles, and you make that pick. This one makes me nervous in the best way. Real quick, if you're locked in and loving the breakdown, smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed. The Mailbox Sports family is growing, and I need every superfan in the building. Now let's keep it moving. Outcome number 3. And this one might surprise some of you. Caden Proctor, offensive tackle, Alabama. Now I know what some of you are thinking. You need defense. Why are we talking about an offensive lineman? And I hear you, but listen to me. Yahoo Sports just dropped their network-wide mock draft and had the Bears taking Proctor at 25. And I'm not going to front. When I saw the film and the scouting reports on this man, I understood why. At nearly 360 pounds, he is a terror. So if either of these players were available, who would you choose? Drop your comments below and hit the like button. Look, I've been tracking this draft like a package that's been out for delivery for months. Pick 25, Chicago Bears.